Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Ria, your host, and today we're diving into something super simple but powerful, talking about your weekend in English. Trust me, this is one of the easiest ways to improve your fluency. And joining me today is Ethan. Hey Ethan.
Hey, Ria. I'm excited for this one. Talking about weekends sounds simple, but it actually helps a lot with real-life conversations.
Exactly. Most people understand English but struggle to speak, and one big reason is they don't practice everyday topics. Weekend conversations are everywhere. Friends ask, coworkers ask, even strangers sometimes.
Yeah, like every Monday someone asks, "How was your weekend?" It's such a common question.
Right. So today we're not just talking, we're showing you how to respond naturally, confidently, and fluently. So, Ethan, how was your weekend?
It was actually really nice. I didn't do anything too crazy, but it was relaxing. I watched a couple of movies, went out for dinner with friends, and just chilled.
That sounds perfect. See, guys, notice how simple that answer was. No complicated words, just natural speaking.
Exactly. You don't need big vocabulary, you just need clarity.
Let's go deeper. Many people give short answers like good or fine, but that doesn't build fluency.
Yeah, instead of saying good, you can say, "It was good. I spent some time with my family and watched a movie."
Perfect. Add details, that's the key. Okay, Ethan, let's role play. I'll ask you like a friend. Hey, how was your weekend?
It was amazing. I went on a short trip with my friends. We visited a hill station, enjoyed the weather, and took a lot of pictures.
Wow, that sounds fun. See, guys, that's storytelling. Let's give different examples.
Sure. 1. Relaxing weekend. It was relaxing. I stayed at home, watched Netflix, and got some rest. 2. Busy weekend. It was really busy. I had a lot of work and didn't get much time to relax. 3. Fun weekend. It was fun. I met my friends, went shopping, and had great food.
Conversation is not one-sided. Always ask back.
Yes, after answering, say, "What about you? How was your weekend?"
Let's fix mistakes. Wrong. My weekend was very enjoy. Correct. I really enjoyed my weekend. Wrong. I am go to market. Correct. I went to the market.
Don't be afraid of mistakes.
Speak slowly. Think simple.
Practice daily, even alone.
Pause this podcast and answer. How was your weekend? Now say it again with more details. So, Ethan, what was the best part of your weekend?
Honestly, spending time without stress. I think we're always busy, so slowing down felt amazing.
That's true. Weekends are not just for fun, but also for recharging.
Sometimes weekends feel lonely, too.
Yes, and it's okay to say, my weekend was a bit quiet. I mostly stayed alone and relaxed. You can say, it was quite productive. I managed to finish some pending work and also spent quality time with family. That sounds very fluent. All right, Ethan, this was such a useful episode.
Absolutely. Simple topic, but powerful learning.
To everyone listening, start using this today. Next time someone asks, don't just say good, speak more.
Fluency doesn't come from big words. It comes from daily practice.
Start small, stay consistent, and keep speaking. Thanks for listening to How Was Your Weekend podcast. See you in the next episode. Welcome back, everyone. If you listened to part 1, you already know how to talk about your weekend in a simple way. But now we're going deeper. This part is about sounding natural, fluent, and confident, like a real English speaker.
And of course, Ethan is still here with me.
Always here for good conversations. And honestly, this topic gets more interesting the deeper we go.
So, Ethan, in part 1, we talked about basic answers, but now let's upgrade it. Instead of just saying what you did, let's turn it into a story.
Yes, because people don't just listen to information, they connect with stories.
Exactly. So, Ethan, tell me again, how was your weekend? But this time, like a story.
All right, so my weekend started pretty normal. On Saturday morning, I woke up a bit late because I was really tired from the week. Then I made some coffee and just sat near the window for a while, thinking about life, you know?
That already sounds so real and relatable.
Yeah, and then later in the afternoon, I decided to go out. I met one of my old friends after a long time, and honestly, that was the best part. We talked for hours like nothing had changed.
That's beautiful. See, guys, this is how you turn a simple answer into something engaging.
Now let's talk about something important, feelings. Most learners only talk about actions, not emotions.
Yes, but emotions make your English powerful.
So instead of saying, I went out with friends, you can say, I went out with friends and it felt really refreshing after a long week.
Exactly. Add how you felt.
Let's do a deeper conversation. So, Ethan, how was your weekend emotionally?
Honestly, it was a mix. Part of me felt relaxed, but another part felt a bit anxious about the upcoming week.
That's very real. Life is not always perfect.
Yeah, and I think it's important to express that. Not every weekend is amazing.
Let's be honest, sometimes weekends are just boring.
True, and that's okay to say.
Example, my weekend was pretty uneventful. I didn't do much, just stayed at home and relaxed.
Or, it was kind of boring, but I think I needed that rest.
Now let's level up again. Use connecting words.
Yes, words like actually, honestly, then, after that, finally.
Example, actually, my weekend started off a bit slow. Then I went out, and after that, things got more interesting.
Let's practice different situations. 1. Talking to a friend.
It was great. We went out, had fun, and just enjoyed the vibe.
2. Talking to a boss.
It was good, thank you. I had a relaxing weekend and feel refreshed for the week ahead.
3. Talking to a stranger.
It was nice and peaceful. I mostly stayed home and caught up on some rest.
Confidence is everything.
Even if your English isn't perfect, speak anyway.
Fluency comes from speaking, not thinking.
Let's go deep again. Ethan, what did your weekend teach you?
That slowing down is important. I realized I don't always need to be productive. Sometimes just being present is enough.
That's powerful.
Here's a trick. Repeat and expand. Instead of it was fun, say it was fun. I really enjoyed spending time with my friends and laughing after a long time.
Okay, listeners, now it's your turn. Answer this. How was your weekend? Now say it again, but longer. Now add feelings. Now add details. That's how fluency builds.
Also, learn reactions like, that sounds fun. Really? That's interesting. Wow, I wish I was there.
These make conversations alive.
Ethan, do you think weekends are enough for happiness?
Honestly, no. If we only live for weekends, we're missing life. But weekends remind us what we enjoy.
That's deep.
All right, final time. How was your weekend?
It was simple but meaningful. I didn't do anything extraordinary, but I felt calm, connected, and a little more balanced.
That's fluent English right there.
If you want to speak fluent English, don't wait for big topics.
Start with small conversations like this.
Talk about your weekend.
Talk about your day.
Just keep speaking.
Thank you for listening to part 2 of How Was Your Weekend? Keep practicing, keep improving, and most importantly,
Don't just understand English, start speaking it. See you in the next episode.